In a few days here, I'm expecting a full reveal of Modern Warfare 3 Season 4 Reloaded, the next content update for the game, and currently, I'm away from my honeymoon from now until next Monday, so if my hunch is correct, well, I'm unable to touch on what's upcoming when it ends up being revealed. So today, we're going to take a bit of time and get ahead of that, taking a first look at Season 4 Reloaded with Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone with you, letting you know all you need to based off the information that we have at hand right now. So as we go along, drop your thoughts down below. What are you looking forward to, or perhaps not looking forward to in Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone? And if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, you're part of that 75% of viewers that are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to stay up with all things Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 6, and X-Defiant content here, along with other FPS stuff. I'd love to have in the community. But for now, let's take a look at Season 4 Reloaded in Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone, and what all is going to be coming along with it. So, starting out on the multiplayer side of things, because what's nice, I think, is that multiplayer seems to be getting the most attention here in Modern Warfare 3's post-launch support year. Firstly, for the maps, we end up having two coming at mid-season, one called Incline and the other called Das Gross. Now, Incline is a brand new map for Core 6v6, stated to be a medium-sized map, and it's set at an isolated research outpost in the mountains of Urzikstan, where they state generally mid-range loadouts will perform best along the outer perimeter, but you're also going to have closer quarters opportunities in the center portions of this isolated facility. So that's one that I'm looking forward to jumping into and checking out whenever it does launch. But then Das Gross, well, it's probably going to be familiar because it's just a Vortex variant of Das Haus from Vanguard and now in Modern Warfare 3 as well. A small 6v6 variant sized map here that continues that sort of overgrown and sort of mutated feeling of some of the other maps we've seen that have been introduced since Season 1. Personally, I'm a fan that these keep coming back and we keep getting more added into it. It kind of like artificially adds more maps to the rotation, I think, and it doesn't necessarily make it feel as repetitive as if you just played Das Haus over and over again. You can get a little bit of Das Gross, and it's just a little bit of change in scenery. So big fan of these coming. As for weaponry, we're going to detail these a little further later on in the week, but you have the new Reclaimer 18, which is the Spaz 12 classic shotgun from games of past, where I'm looking forward to seeing how that will play out. I don't know that I'm necessarily looking forward to going up against it, but I'm looking forward to using it and trying it out a little bit. You'll have a new Sledgehammer, both of those also coming in the redacted segment of the Battle Pass, and we'll also see new aftermarket parts. Currently, to date, we've seen the Jack Harbinger kit for the M4, the Jack Requiem for the Kastov 762, the Jack Scimitar kit for the FJX Horus. Pending on what happens later this week here with the weekly update, one will not be included in the second half here, obviously, but we'll see the following aftermarket parts with the Season 4 Reloaded update and beyond. The Jack Gunslinger for the Basilisk, which will increase the rate of fire and allow for 8 rounds in the revolver. The Jack Volk for the KV Inhibitor, which will turn the sniper into as close to the NA-45 as we'll probably get in the history of COD here. The Jack Thumper 656 is going to be for the RGL that allows you to shoot multiple types of projectile explosives. The Jack Decimator will turn the Lockman Shroud Burst into full auto Lockman Shroud, so basically just another MP5, not sure why that one's a thing. And the Jack Intimidator is going to be for the Renetti, which will slow the fire rate down, but also gives it a one-shot kill potential. So you got a lot of weaponry up on deck, and again, we'll dive deeper into that over the weekend here as we normally do ahead of the launch of Season 4 Reloaded. But moving on, we're going to see more modes. Havoc is going to be returning from Modern Warfare 2, which this will grant in-game modifiers at certain score milestones in-game. So you'll have things like Ammo Feeder, which will auto-reload after you kill an enemy, Boots Off the Ground, which is a low-gravity mode, a third-person mode, Sticky Grenades launched on kill, Cranked Effects on kills, and so on and so forth, as you can see on screen. There's a bunch of those here that'll be in the modifiers. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's like 3 to 4 to 5 that were there within Havoc in each of those game modes, but it also like rotated, so they weren't always all the same. So we'll have a couple of those on rotation, it seems like. We're gonna have a new headshot only game mode where whether you want to take the classic trolling mode in private matches, or if you're one of those guys that did the shameful boosting for headshots back in the day, either way you'll make it count, and it'll actually be for real XP, a regular actual public match where headshots are the only way to secure kills. Lethals and equipments will only do damage as well if inflicted to the head. We'll also see the continuation of all those modifiers seen to date, where those are going to still be persisting within multiplayer modes. I love the looping streaks. That's one that I just can't believe we still haven't had since before Modern Warfare 2019, Cold War being the exception, but Cold War's score streak system kind of sucking also. So like, I'm happy we have that actually. We'll see the Vortex Mosh Pit going to be returning. Again, naturally, Das Gross is going to be introduced. So you're going to see all those prior maps reintroduced here with Season 4 Reloaded as well. And then you're going to have the Get High event returning with a new and improved course to go along with it. In a dev call that we had with Sledgehammer before Season 4, there actually were camo rewards associated with this as well. So that's pretty awesome, and I'm looking forward to seeing how you can earn those and certainly going for those. But anyways, yeah, that's the new modes coming within Modern Warfare 3 Season 4 Reloaded. To round out the multiplayer side of things, kind of going into zombies and into Warzone, the sort of through line for that kind of stuff, we are going to see new events. Right now, nothing has been officially mentioned. They're listed as redacted, but if we go off previous leaks, we know that it's going to be a Fallout crossover, and I believe there was a crossover for The Crow as well. So we'll see some skins and sort of XP events coming along with that stuff. But moving along, zombies is the next thing we can talk about, where, as with every single season since Season 1, well, there's not a whole ton, unfortunately, but we do have a little bit coming. That including the unstable rifts for Modern Warfare 3. Next season, we're going to see a new act introduced that's already been announced, so we will see more missions and everything taking place next season. But for right now, we have these unstable rifts, where it's said you have to investigate numerous and violent anomalies lurking within this sort of DMZ of the zombies. From here, you can deploy to the exclusion zone and undertake a focused race and challenge to access the entrance to the unstable rift, which is going to essentially give you round-based zombies in MWZ. Now, they do state that this is going to be something you have to fight over the access to it, but multiple of these are going to pop up every single game. So you're not going to have to bring all your high-tier loot in and then potentially not even have access to it. That'll be something that you should be able to no matter what. But anyways, that's what's in zombies. Not too much again, unfortunately. Warzone, we're going to see further bunker exploration and openings. So we're going to see maybe even more deeper stuff going into this. We're going to see something with the additional modes where it said that Spec Crew and Cortac operators across multiple infill zones should expect additional redacted and a number of redacted modes as the season progresses. Exercise extreme caution as you investigate redacted, one step closer to the truth. So this is going to be investigating a bit more about that DNA bomb. The overall season at large, I'm expecting a little bit more in regards to playing into that storyline with the DNA bomb, so Urzikstan may be adjusted a little bit. Those bunkers may end up, again, having additional access because of that, so we'll see how that all works out. We're going to see redacted weapons being introduced at mid-season, which is like higher tier stuff, and it seems like those might actually introduce the sort of 8 attachment weapons that we've seen in the past before, and sort of playing into what we might see with the wild cards in Black Ops 6 upcoming for the regular multiplayer experience. And then you'll have the new public event of the Runaway Train, that being something where, just like the holiday event in Season 1, the final zones in Urzikstan are going to focus around that train. So the final zone is going to move, and probably at a decent speed as well. So you should be able to stop the train, you should be able to move it forward or backwards if you end up controlling it, but it's going to cause some chaos. But anyways, that is Season 4 in a nutshell and what we know of so far. Again, I'm expecting a full-on reveal in a couple of days here, but as the time of this video going live, I'm going to be out of the country, so I will not be around to touch on that kind of stuff, but just wanted to fill you guys in and give you a heads up while we still have the opportunity to. So for that is we're going to wrap it up. Let me know your thoughts down below. Is there anything in particular that you're looking forward to here out of Modern Warfare 3 Season 4 Reloaded? Any weapon or map or anything like that you're looking forward to? Let me know down below. But if you enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor and drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe as well to stay up to date with all things Black Ops 6, more Modern Warfare 3 coverage like this, and of course other FPS games like X Defiant and more. I'd love to have you in the community. But for now, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care and peace.